for the business news, and we're joined by Will Hildebrandt. Will, Greece back in the headlines once again. They say they're very close to reaching a deal with their creditors.
That's right. They're saying it could come as early as this weekend. We'll see if that happens. That's the word out of Athens. Meanwhile, Germany has a different tone. Finance Minister Wolfgang Schäuble said there's been no concrete progress in debt talks. But nonetheless, Greek Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras has insisted that lenders had made concessions on trimming labor rights and pension reforms, two major sticking points. Greece needs to reach an agreement on reforms with creditors to unlock 7.2 billion euros in bailout money. And Athens sorely needs the cash. Next month, it has debt repayments totaling more than 1 billion euros. Let's listen to the Greek Prime Minister.
We have made many steps. We are in the final stretch. We are close to a deal. This deal will be positive for the Greek economy. This deal will distribute the burden.
Well, I imagine that's having some sort of effect on the markets. Well, what's happening?
Well, investors want to know, will there be a deal over Greece? Will there won't be? Markets just opening up here in Europe. All indices opened lower today, just under the flat line. Meanwhile, in Asia, Shanghai Composite closed down more than 6% after China's sovereign wealth fund reduced its stake in banks. And Japan's Nikkei hit a 15-year high earlier, thanks to the U.S. dollar trading at a 13-year high against the yen. That, of course, has boosted Japanese exporters. Well, time now for a quick look at other headlines. Russia's state-controlled oil company Rosneft is to invest more than $14 billion into Venezuela. According to the Venezuelan government, the deal will double the country's oil production in the coming years. Venezuela already has the largest crude reserves in the world, and analysts believe ramping up production is necessary for the oil-dependent country, particularly amid low crude prices. And McDonald's says it will stop reporting monthly sales. Instead, investors will have to wait till the end of each quarter to look over the data. The company has been struggling in its critical U.S. market and is hoping that toasting its buns longer and making its burgers juicier will lead to a turnaround. And Lamborghini confirmed it will launch a sports utility vehicle. The Urus SUV was unveiled as a concept car in 2012 and is expected to go on sale in 2018 with a planned production level of 3,000 cars a year. And will more than double its production at Lamborghini's factory near Bologna and is expected to create 500 jobs.
And we'll finish up, Will, with one last story. As we all know, the phrase "it's all in a name." You've got a list of some of the best-known companies changing their names. Tell us more.
Well, this is what they were called before they were household names, or even before some of these companies got started. And if we look at this list, this comes from CNBC. I only took a part of the list. There's Google, Yahoo, Best Buy, Pepsi, and Playboy. Now let's look at the old names. Google was BackRub. Yahoo was Jerry's Guide to the World Wide Web. Best Buy was The Sound of Music. Pepsi was called Brad's Drink. And Playboy was called Stag Party, the only one that seems to fit. The rest of them focusing on the first names. So a bit odd there, but I do like Google BackRub.
I like Jerry's Guide to the World Wide Web. Does exactly what it says on the tin. Thank